Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reviewing the first full-length album by American chaotic rock band The Undertaking. This was just released this past week on Solid State Records and it is called Funeral Psalms. Now this is a review I really wanted to do because this band and this album really impressed me in a way I wasn't expecting. When I first heard that The Undertaking was being signed to Solid State Records, I hadn't heard of them before at all. I had no idea what to expect from this band. However, once I heard the first single they released on Solid State, that being O Negative, and I also listened to some of their older material, I was really impressed and began to look forward to what they had coming next quite a bit. The following singles, No Friends and Take Me Down the River, impressed me even more. Those are both great tracks. And so when this album came out 2 days ago, I didn't think it could get any better than the singles. But the night I heard it, I was really impressed, and this album to me actually exceeded my expectations by a long shot. And so for this review, I just kind of wanted to go through the album and give my thoughts on it. Starting off with the first song on this album, The Problem with Being Included in an Apocalypse. This song is an explosion of face-meltingly heavy instrumentals and chaotic screams. It really sets a tone for the album and gets you excited for what's coming next. The song No Friends follows this, coming in with a similarly chaotic intro. With it being the second single released for this album, it definitely fits in well here, and it's just overall a great song in my opinion. The next song, Plague, is a bit of a switch up because it features an entirely clean vocal chorus and is just generally a bit softer. This song also has some great lyrics which seem to be talking about, to me, kind of the state of the world and about how sinful and unworthy of God's grace we as humans are. This is really one of my favorite songs on the album. The next song up is Holy Smokes. It's another solid song and definitely gives off those early 2000s metalcore feels that a lot of this album has. Next up is the first single from this album entitled O Negative. It is a fantastic song with some crazy tempo changes and a great continuation of this band's heavy and chaotic sound. The sixth track on this album is Demon Season. It has a really good intro and does a good job mixing clean and harsh vocals in the chorus. While it's very short, there's also a bit of a guitar solo on this song, which is very interesting. Nostalgia Can Be a Deadly Beast follows. It is a shorter song, it only clocks in at 1 minute and 30 seconds, but it definitely fills that time by being an absolutely brutal and chaotic track. The track Wrenches comes next, and I think it's a good song as well. And then comes what is my favorite song on the whole album, that being Take Me Down the River. This track has a fantastic intro that quickly builds up to a surprisingly melodic chorus. I think that the song also does an incredible job mixing melody into the chaotic instrumentals. The guitar work on this song does not fail to amaze me either. It sounds really good, especially in the chorus. The second to last song on this album is called I Really Don't Want to Be Here, and it's definitely just another great song on this album. And finally, we have the last track on the album, that being And Everything Worked Out Just Fine. I really think that this song concludes the album on an incredibly strong note. From its brilliant and chaotic intro to its complex breakdown at the end of the song, this track feels like the perfect one to round off this album. Now, having said all that, this was a very strong album from this band, and I'm excited to see what comes next for them. Overall, I would give this album a very good 8.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe and let me know what you thought of this album in the comments down below. I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts on this and to continue the discussion in the comments section. But having said all that, thanks for watching and see you guys later.
There's